Hey guys, welcome to day 19. So, we are still talking about life after kidney transplant today. And today I want to focus on the immunosuppressant drugs. One risk of a kidney transplant is that your body will reject or fight the new kidney. This can happen if your body's immune system realizes that the kidney is not yours and it's from someone else. To prevent this from happening, you must take medicines to weaken your immune system. These medicines are called immunosuppressant drugs or anti-rejection medicines. You should take your immunosuppressants and other medicines exactly the way your doctor tells you to. If you miss taking your medicine even one time, you could risk losing your new kidney. If you ever miss taking your medicine, make sure to call your doctor right away. Anti-rejection medicines also come with some side effects and some risk. One of the biggest side effects of immunosuppressant drugs is infection. You are more at risk for getting infections because the immunosuppressant drugs decrease the strength of your immune system. That's what makes it easier for you to get sick and stuff like that, especially during something like flu season. Another common side effect of immunosuppressants is your stomach getting upset. If you experience any of these, talk to your doctor about your side effects, and you may be able to change the amount of medications that you take or switch to a different medication if needed. Even though they cause side effects, immunosuppressants are very necessary drugs. They are responsible for keeping your new kidney working. Now that you have basic information about immunosuppressants, let me tell you specifically about mine. Today I'm not going to use pictures, I'm going to use the real life medicine that's sitting beside me. Now, everyone may have different immunosuppressants when they leave the hospital. I can only say this has been my experience personally with immunosuppressants. My meds are specifically to be taken 12 hours apart, with the exception of a few. So I take them at 8:30 in the morning and 8:30 at night. I've been on that schedule since I left the hospital. Even though right away it was 8 a.m. and 8 p.m., I switched it to about 8:30 and 8:30 because it's a little easier. I was sent home with 3 immunosuppressants: tacrolimus, myfortic, and prednisone. The tacro started out with me taking 5 in the morning and 5 at night. This has changed different times depending on my labs. I'm currently taking 3 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, or at night. The myfortic has been 4 in the morning and 4 at night since I left the hospital. That hasn't changed. The prednisone started out at 20 milligrams a day, which was 4 pills, and then I dropped 5 milligrams per week after leaving the hospital until I hit 5 milligrams total, which has been current since then, and I only take that one time in the morning. As I mentioned, immunosuppressants can have different side effects. Known side effects for tacro can be tremors, fast heart rate, and hair loss. I personally only experienced the tremors and fast heart rate. So my team gave me a prescription called propranolol, or a beta blocker. This is to counteract those side effects so that my hands don't shake when I'm eating or trying to hold something, fine motor skills. And, when I'm laying down whenever, and my heart doesn't feel like it's going to race out of my chest. The myfortic is known to cause upset stomach. I have noticed the main time this happens to me is when I take the myfortic on an empty stomach. So I always try to have something like my granola bars near me at 8:30 in the morning, because I'm not getting up and eating a full-blown breakfast at 8:30 in the morning unless I have somewhere to be. The prednisone is known to cause bone issues, but I personally have not experienced it at this time. Again, I am only 6 months post. So when I started out with my medications, I started out with 12 to 13 plus 5 tacro in the morning, depending on the day of the week, and then 5 to 6 plus 5 tacro, depending on the day of the week, in the evening, with 1 magnesium pill in the afternoon. If you've read my lab post, you know my magnesium is low, so I've been on this magnesium for just about the entire time. The reason the quantities would change depending on the day of the week is because I had 2 anti-infection medications that I would take for a certain... I had 3 anti-infection medications that I took for a certain amount of time. One was every day for a month. One started out at Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then changed to every day for 6 months. So that one just fell off on March 1st. And then the last one is Monday, Wednesday, Friday for a year. So that one will fall off September 1st. I also had some other meds fall off, like aspirin, allopurinol, which was used for gout, and then a fluid pill. Those were only temporary. So it may seem like a lot in the hospital, but some do fall off. I also have a B12 pill and omeprazole that I take in the mornings. Quantities have dropped significantly as time has passed. Plus, some can be changed between AM and PM. I did that to kind of better even out the amounts that I take every day. Currently, I take 8 to 9 pills plus 3 Tacro in the morning and 6 plus 3 Tacro in the evening. I still have my magnesium pill, but I take that at 11 p.m. instead of in the afternoon now. I don't count my Tacro in my quantity because it changes. It could be 3 and 3 today and then 2 and 2 next week after lab. So I always just say I have this many plus Tacro. When I left the hospital, I was given one of those weekly, 7-day medicine holders to plan out all of my medications. However, I found that annoying because I had to refill so many medications each week. So I went on Amazon and I found this lovely monthly pill carrying case here that has been amazing. It has 3 times a day in it, as you can see. There's morning, afternoon, and evening. And it also has a pill cutter in it and then a weekly case. Like if I'm to go out of town, I can pop out 7 of these, stick them in the little bag, and then just go on about my life. This thing has been a life and time saver. Plus, I have gone on each one of my bottles and I have numbered it. Number 1, my Fortic, because there's so many, it comes in 2 bottles. So I've got like 2.1, 2.2, and I've named them all. I've numbered them all. So I don't have to sit there and go through my little thing and be like, all right, this is my Tacro. Whoop! One of my dogs about knocked over my camera. Y'all don't pay that any attention. This is my Bactrim. I don't have to sit there and do that. I can just look at the numbers on the top. And because I've done it so long, I pretty much have all the numbers memorized. Anyway, that's it for today with medications. So share, comment, and follow all my social media. And then be sure and come back and see me tomorrow for day 20 for more information on life post-transplant. Thanks, guys.